A couple of days ago, Cryptic introduced the Borg as a lockbox in Star Trek Online. Yes, we have the option to play with a Borg ship. Now, unfortunately, it is not the ship that most of you guys, including me, actually want, but it is still a Borg ship. We are going to be able to fly a Borg ship in the game. Now in the lockbox, I am going to make a video about that, so that is going to be on the channel soon, like what is inside the Borg lockbox and all that. So all the traits, all of the gear that we are going to get, all of the unique weapons that has come out, including some really cool kit modules and traits and all that. It might be interesting to do a review of that, but today we are going to take a closer look at the Borg Command Juggernaut. Now this is something that is going currently on the exchange around 700 mil, and I'm going to take a closer look on that, how much it is currently, but it is around 700 mil. Now I did win a couple of these things, one for review and the rest is just to actually sell on the exchange, make a little bit of money back, because I did invest a lot of master keys to open Borg lockboxes. But you guys are here for the review. Now, before I actually start the review, I do want to ask you guys, did you actually enjoy the visuals that I did on the previous video? That was a little bit on the long side, 20 minutes. But that has to do with, Cryptic being, so much versatile and giving us so many options in, visual aids that we can equip on our ships. So that's 44 different visuals and customizations that we can do on on any particular ships. Not to say the least that it's 45, because you also have the normal skin without any visuals. And I guess they're going to add even more visuals, so that has to be a separate video. I cannot incorporate that in the review video, because then this review video is going to go all the way like 2 hours maybe or something like that, and I really don't want to make a video that you guys are not going to enjoy in its full from the beginning all the way to the end, because it's has to do with the length of the video. But anyway, the Borg Juggernaut, or the Liberated Borg Command Juggernaut, that is what we are going to do the review about. So this is the Liberated Borg Command Juggernaut, is a heavyweight of the Borg Cooperative fleet. A reinforced hull is backed up by powerful shield emitters, which themselves are backed up by the ship's super firepower. The defense systems are reinforced by nanites interlaced into the starship hull, and its sensors are ready to spread high disruptive topological and matrices to overwhelm the computational enemies of any hostile it encounters. Oh my god, that was a mouthful to say that at least. But anyway, this starship features a commander tactical and a command station. Commander tactical, command station, and a lieutenant tactical / miracle worker station. So we got miracle worker and also command incorporated, both of the specialization of the bridge officers in this ship. Very, 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 very nice. Command ships are very impressive vessels designed to inspire those around them. With the command ship or its teammates activate the bridge officer ability, all the command ships of the team will receive a small amount of inspirational resources. The command bridge officer abilities generates additional inspiration when a command ship inspires meter is full. They can use one of the 3 powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle. This starship comes equipped with a universal console, the disruptive topological matrix. When activated, this console deals significant plasma damage to several nearby enemies and inflicts viral disruption on them for a short duration, which cause plasma damage and attack subsystem of a vulnerable starship while present. This console additionally provides a boost to plasma damage and hull regeneration. You may equip this console on any ship, on any console, but only one of these consoles at any given time. Very nice, we know that. The starship has a built-in plasma disintegrator. Okay, this is new. When activated, your starship fires a massive plasma bolt at your targets that deal intense plasma damage to any foes it passes near while it chases its targets. It detonates upon reaching its targets, dealing devastating amount of plasma damage to everything nearby. Additionally, any foes who come into contact with either this bolt or the explosion will disintegrate upon defeat, instead of normal violent explosion or a warp core breach. Now that is very interesting, and I love this ability because I really get struck by warp core breaches, and that basically takes like half of my hull away. So very nice, very cool that they actually put that in this as an ability. After achieving level 5, your Liberated Borg Juggernaut Starship trait mastery, Starship Mastery, you will unlock the enhanced nanite regeneration starship trait. While this trait is slotted, you will when you activate a captain or bridge officer heal on yourself, you will get a significant boost to hull regeneration for a short duration. This boost will increase the value the more hull of your starship is missing. This buff will not stack, so more of a survivability buff. I like it a lot. So it is available to tier 6, or this is a tier 6. It is available for any factions, Romulans, Klingons, Federation, Jem'Hadar, and all of the likings that we have optional in the species that we can choose from. It is required for you to complete the tutorial, actually, before you can utilize this thing. That is a mechanic that they introduced like maybe a year and a half ago, and all of you guys actually enjoy that as a mechanic, and me as well, even though I'm not really in the process of making new characters these days because I'm running out of room. But you can basically use tier 6 ships from the start, from the get-go, and that's actually a nice mechanic that they use. A hull modifier of 1.35 and a shield modifier of 1.45. Very, very nice shield tank, hull tank. I like it. 5 weapons on the front, 3 weapons on the aft, making it very ideally for you to kick butt in STO. Room for 3 device slots. Now the bridge officer station I'm going to showcase in space because that's visually better than just reading about it. It has room for 5 tactical, 4 engineering, 2 science that scale with your level. Remember when I said you can actually use this thing from the get-go? This is part of that scaling up process. So whenever you're low level, you're going to get a reduction in tactical, engineering, and console slots. And when you're going to be at level 60 and above, you're going to get 5 tactical, 4 engineering, 2 science. It has a base turn rate of 5 degrees per second and an impulse modifier of 0.15 with an inertia rating of 60. This thing can equip this thing has plus 10 to weapon power and also plus 10 to a shield power with that universal console, the disruptive topological matrix. Also, the inspiration abilities, turn the tide against all odds, battle preparation, plasma disintegrator. That's something that I really enjoy. And also the Starship Mastery Package Juggernaut. I don't think I've actually seen a Juggernaut Mastery Package before. But that could be, just something that's not stuck on my mind. So we got devastating weaponaries that's going to increase the critical chance. Enhanced weapon bank that's going to increase the critical severity. Rapid repairs that's going to give us hull regeneration. Enhanced weapon system that's going to give us plus all damage. What? That's category 2 right there. And enhanced nanite regenerative, that is the starship trait that we are going to unlock on this thing, and it's going to be available for all of your character. Now we are getting private messages, but that's okay. I'm not going to respond right now because I'm making a video, but I will get back to you if that's actually you. So what I'm going to do on this thing, I'm going to check the exchange if the current price is still 700 million, and I'm also going to go to the customization. I actually didn't do that on the previous video, but you guys kind of like and enjoy the customization. So let me go there. After the customization, we're going to head into space, see this thing turn a little bit and then see how it actually works when we are going to go into combat. So I'll be right back. So the cheapest one on the exchange right now is at 698 million. So roughly about 700 million. That's basically around the ballpark that I actually sold like 2 of these things, because I did get a little bit, you know, return on investment basically. So I made a little bit of money, and that's about it. This ship, I don't think that this ship is going to sell less than that. So around the 700 million ballpark if you're interested in one of them. All right, right click, use. What do we have? We have Dana. All right, we got Donna. Coming over here to the customization. Customize a starship. Oh my God, look how big it is. Can we actually zoom in more? No. We could zoom in less? No. This is what it is. Okay. We cannot zoom in, we cannot zoom out. Okay. This is how it looks. We have one template. We do have different windows, but we don't have a different bridge to showcase you guys. Oh, wait a minute. There is a little bit of reflection over here. So we do have reflective panels on this thing. Look at that. You can actually see it over there. And some of you guys actually seen this thing in the game already. Hey, this way it looks also good. Like inverted upside down. Because this is how the ship normally looks like with its I don't know what to call these things. Like left side and right side, I guess. Anyway, different material. Oh man, so we only have 2 different material types? Oh my God. So we have the corporate version and we have the type 3 version. There is nothing more to be displayed of. Oh. Oh, I love that when it's on the shadow side. I love the color. That's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. What else? I don't know if I like the corporate version or the normal version, but I'm going to do the review on the normal version. Even though this part does not change, there is only a little bit of... What? I kind of feel ripped off right now. Look at this. Only this whole structure is being changed. This part, like the left arm and the right arm, if I can, you know, call it that, doesn't actually change. I feel so ripped off right now when choosing the different material types. Only this, like this part actually changed, like the centerpiece. Like, look. Oh man, I feel ripped off. Oh man, maybe that's something that they're going to add. Hopefully. Because, okay, so let me give you guys a little bit of backstory. Now, this is a ship, we actually had this as a ship model in the game for a long time ago. But it wasn't actually a playable ship. It was an NPC ship. And I actually made a comparison before and after the update. And whenever they actually pushed out the update for the lockbox, so basically this ship, they actually updated the model. They updated it to this form. And I kind of like the older version of this ship a little bit better, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. This is a perfect, good looking menace of a ship and should give you goosebumps if, you know, you're going to encounter it in PvP or whatever. But I kind of like the older, bulkier version of this ship. Anyway, let's see if we can we actually do anything about it? No. So there is only a little bit of pattern overlays. I don't like that. Okay, so we do have a little bit of coloring that we can do. Can we actually do a little bit of coloring? I don't think. Let me just... no. I'm not seeing any changes. Are you guys seeing any changes? Let's put this something like green. The pattern overlays are not, not on top of this thing. That's weird. Okay, basically they need to get back on this because that's not actually a good thing. Oh, wait. there are pattern overlays on them. There are a little bit of pattern overlays, but not really eye-catching, to be honest. All right, let's get this thing into space. Let's see how big this thing is and do a little bit of comparison with my favorite ship, the Dorito, the Lucaris science ship, and see how it is going to turn and all that into, you know, in space. I'll be right back again. Now we are in space, and you guys can actually see how big and menacing this particular ship looks like around the planet over here, Earth, that we see. Now I'm going to compare it against the Lucaris scout ship. And as you guys can see, this thing is really tiny. I mean, look at this thing. Look at how small it is in comparison to this particular big behemoth of a ship. And you know, it is definitely tiny. Let me just straighten this thing out. There it is against the Lucaris scout ship. Now, I mean, I should say in its... Hey, don't move the camera. I should say in length, this thing is definitely wider. In height, definitely longer. So it is more bulkier. But I was talking to a new subscriber that actually subscribed on the channel, and he was like, is this the biggest ship out there that there is? So I was like, let's find out. The biggest ship that I know is the Enterprise J, and that's like, you know, basically a space station. So I compared it to that one, or at least this is also a little bit of a bug, because whenever you're going to fly, the camera is like inside the ship. That's not the Enterprise J. I made a... I think I clicked somewhere differently. This one. I want this one. Okay, so... And the new subscriber was like, that's not... it's not bigger. Because this one is more flatter. But he was like, I don't know. I don't see the... You know... I mean... You guys decide. Is the Enterprise J, is it bigger? Because I'm seeing like a really flat pancake right here, right? This is not really high in length, but it kind of looks like it is wider and it is longer. If that's going to be its full dimensions. So let me know in the comment section. Donna, was it right? Yes, this one. Okay, so the Borg ship, you know, coming here, we can actually see that this thing did not bank at all. So speed-wise, this thing is going to be a little bit of a problem getting from A to B, and your basically piloting skills are going to be tested out if you're going to use this particular ship. Now, it is a dreadnought. Oh, no, sorry, it is a juggernaut. So that means this thing is going to be heavy as, you know, as heavy can be. So without any modification done to all of the other consoles, and as you guys know, my skills are not apparent in Star Trek Online in space, so I'm just running with the normal default stuff that comes equipped with the standard issue that comes equipped when you open a ship, and my turn rate is 6.9. Now there are some traits and that I actually have going that is helping, but not a lot. So on paper, on the statistics, this was 6.9 or 6.0, and now it is 6.9. So, and as you guys can see, this thing is not banking at all. Look, like going left to right. This is its full turn, and it's not. Yeah, it's not actually moving at all. But it is good though. It is good. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me put this thing into a left turn and see whenever we're going to hit the planet. So this is how the ship actually looks like in space for you guys. Now you guys might have seen one or two, because they are not a lot of them around. Well, especially with the giveaways that they did, a lot of people actually won a couple of them, but they're not for the people that don't have money in STO. So these are maybe, you know, one of those ships that you might see like not a lot of times in STO being flown around. Anyway, let's see what this thing comes with. So we got 5 on the front for weapons, deflector, impulse, warp, and shield slot. We have 3 weapon slots on the aft, 3 devices, 4 for engineering and survivability, 2 for science to do science stuff like crowd control and all that, gravity wheel, Titan's Rift and all that, and we have 5 console slots for the tactical players amongst us to enhance your DPS for this particular ship. The mastery, why is the mastery on this? No, the mastery is always here. Sorry, I thought the mastery was over here, but anyway. So we got the mastery. Level 1 is 2.5% in critical chance. Level 2 is going to increase your critical severity by 15%. Level 3 is going to increase your regeneration hull so that an X amount, and my particular build is going to enhance 820.1 or 1.25% of your current maximum every 3 seconds in space, and twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. Level 4 is going to increase your energy and kinetic base damage by 10% in both of them. And the unlockable starship trait is going to be enhanced nanite regeneration regen to self heals when using captain or bridge officer. Heal on yourself ability enables regenerative nanites for 15 seconds, and then will grant somewhere between 25 all the way to 125 of your maximum hull regenerated per minute. And it's currently 25% because it is based on my hull percentage, and the lower my hull is going to be, the higher this number is going to be as well. So let me also give you guys a more detail on the universal console over here. When activated, this console deals significant plasma damage to several nearby enemies and inflicts viral disruption on them for a short duration, which causes plasma damage and attacks subsystem of vulnerable starship while present. This console passive boost to plasma damage and hull regeneration. So we got 17.1 in plasma damage and 17.1 in hull regen. And so affected foes at maximum of 10 with a 5 kilometer sphere. So your enemies need to be within the 5 kilometers to be actually affected by it. 0.5 seconds to activate with a 2-minute cooldown. An X amount of plasma damage with 100% shield penetration. Disable a random subsystem for the next 4.3 seconds. And inflict viral disruption for the next 15 seconds. And plasma damage over the duration. Each second while target is below 30%, you're going to get 30% chance of disable a subsystems for the next 4.3 seconds. So this is basically a double thing. And activating exotic damage abilities grants 4% in firing cycle haste for energy-based weapons for the next 30 seconds. Oh, I like that. We kind of need to do exotic damage. So skill that affect this ability. So we got EPG over here, science basically, and drain expertise. So more science stuff to utilize this universal console to its full potential. What else? So this, oh wait, no, I don't need this. So this is that inspirational meter. It's been around for like ages in Star Trek Online. So whenever you're going to be in combat, this meter is going to fill up, and then you can basically cycle through one of these special abilities. So you have turn the tide, affect friend and self. It reduces like the entire meter, so it basically uses that to the target, plus 100%, plus 100 all damage resistance rating for 15 seconds. To the team, 300% hull regeneration per minute for the next 15 seconds. and there is a inspirational lockout for the next 15 seconds. Against all odds, 33% bonus all damage, so category 2 for the next 15 seconds. To the team, minus 100% weapon power cost, so it's not going to use your weapon power at all. And the third one is inspirational generate lockout for, okay, that's the cooldown. Cannon cannot use or be affected in battle preparation for the next 20 seconds. Bridge officer power recharge time reduction dramatically. Ooh, dramatically. Dun dun dun. To be honest, I've never used this. I know some of you actually, you know, get like these particular ships and actually utilize this particular system to its full potential, but I have not seen the really, you know, good use out of that. But that's, you know, that has to do with me and my playstyle. Now, this thing comes equipped with some kind of weird weapons right here. The assimilated plasma beam array. Now, this is also something that you're going to get if you open these things. These are the special equipment pack, the assimilated plasma weapons. These are basically a plasma based, because the Borg basically uses plasma. So what is the best thing out of this? So you're definitely going to get a dot. So plasma damage, 2.5 chance is restore 50%. 50 hull each second to improve damage by 2.5 for the next 30 seconds. Yada yada yada. When firing engine, 2.5 physical damage. That's the dot, and the other one is. It is what it is. It's meh. Let me open a beam and also a ground so you guys can see what these things are. So for ground, you're also getting some new weapons. We got the sniper rifle over here, and we got the beam over here. So new weapons, new for space and for ground. That's really cool and very interesting. Right now, the bridge officer station. So we got this lieutenant commander universal station. So you can basically put up everything and anything up here, tactical engineering or science, all of them to your liking. And we have a ensign universal station as well, same as before. Tactical engineering or science. In this case, it's been auto-filled with science stuff, and this one with tactical. But this is the interesting part. So we have a commander tactical / command bridge officer station. So we have tactical or command with 4 abilities, and we have a lieutenant tactical or miracle worker station with 2 abilities. Very nice, very interesting. And we have a lieutenant commander engineering station for your survivability, because that's also a thing. So what I'm going to use, I'm basically going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave everything the way it is. This I'm going to change to hazard emitters, because I think my whole, I got hull healing over here. Then I need shield. Now, as I normally say, don't use this as a build. No real thought has gone into this. The consoles are not going to be equipped whenever I'm going to go in combat. And I'm actually going to do a 2-part. First section of the combat is going to be me just, going at it without any key bindings and without any real consoles that are going to enhance the abilities of this thing. And then I'm going to put some kind of really, or at least the gear that I normally have. And then you're going to see that this thing is going to dish out a lot of firepower. We got the Admiralty card right here, the Liberated Borg Command Juggernaut, 4 stars in its rarity. So we got 43 points in engineering, 66 in tactical, meaning more focused on DPS, and then survivability, and very low amount of science points, 17 in this case for crowd control. So this is definitely going to be firing everything and then, taking a beating and then firing everything again. And not a lot of crowd control is you know, what I'm seeing just out of the Admiralty cards right here. So plus 20 in tactical and engineering when you slot this thing alone in your projects that you're going to do with the Admiralty. Nice. All right. The next section is going to be, you know what? I can fire that thing right here, off of that thing, right here. Patrols. Let's do Argala Wanted. And I'm going here. I'm going blind in this thing. So I haven't set up any of my key bindings or anything like that. I just want to show you guys that with the normal standard equipment that you have in this thing, you can still have fun in the game. Like, let me just show you. I haven't gotten any enhancement. I haven't gotten any skills. I do have a couple of traits, but not all of them. Like space traits are not there. I just have like starship traits and a little bit of personal space traits, but that's it. My active is for ground, so that's not a lot. And I'm just going to kick these Kazans a butt, or at least I'm going to try to. Oh, we got the, what was that? Look at some kind of like Borg shield. What is that? That's interesting. Supercharged. No, that's not it. Promise of Frosty. That's not it either. What is this green? What is this green stuff? Is that the weapons that we're firing? Are we firing like tractor beam? Is that the weapons? I think it is. Wow. Okay, so we're not firing like normal traditional beams, but these weapons are like tractor beams. And the hull is being recharged really fast. Look at that. That's insane. Wow. Alrighty. We only have beams on this thing, so chemo. High heal, sure. Deal that and that. Oh yeah, yes. Oh my god, this thing is using like tractor beams. Oh, that's good. And that tractor beam is basically the plasma, or at least the simulated plasma that they were talking about. Beams again, please. Why I have 2 high heal torpedoes over there? That's what, my hull is being recharged that fast. That might have to do with the beams. 2.5% to restore our hull. The new weapons are definitely for survivability. I can summarize them right here. My hull is being recharged really quickly. Give me some weapon power, please. My weapon is already offline? What the hell? Wow, this is nice. I don't know if this is actually worth 700 million. Especially if you don't have the, you know, the dough for it to enhance all of the other consoles as well. Now, I am going to use, in the next setup, I am going to use the same mission, the same layout of bridge officers. The only thing that I'm going to change is going to be the equipment. I might actually open up a couple of these Borg weapons to enhance, or at least to utilize the Borg stuff. But this is nice. It's not using the traditional like beams like the Bentham are using, just traditional beams at these guys. But this thing is more of like tractor beams that is actually hitting them. I like that. That's innovative. And look at this thing with the normal stuff that I'm basically using. This is a heal. You know, the hull is being healed. The shield are being healed. Nice. Very nice. All right. Let me just reset everything, and same bridge officer layout, but now I'm going to put everything in key bindings, get some better gear, and get some you know, better weapons for this thing and do the same mission again, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'll be right back again. Now here we go with our Gala patrol mission again. Now I have to emphasize that I did do the key bindings that I did. I put them on auto fire with my key bindings. I equipped it some of my like gear that I have for the deflector impulse warp shield. I put up a couple of console slots. I opened up all of the packs that I had for the new assimilated gear. So this should be a little bit of a normal run, which you guys should have gear wise as well, and nothing else, to be honest. Skills same, not there. And so this is more of a realistic playthrough. So here we go. Now I didn't change anything on the bridge officer. They're still the same. And as you guys are going to see, yeah, piece of cake on this thing. Now I do want to also display the universal console and this nitrate, the plasma disintegrator. But we kind of need to... Alright, so this is the... I believe this is the universal... What's the universal call again? Yeah, topological matrix. So this is that thing. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and fire. And... I thought there was going to be like some kind of explosion. Subsystem disabled, plasma... damage and dot. Okay, so that did not... I didn't actually see that. Did you guys see that? Or maybe it comes with the weapons. Alright, so these are the carriers, and I'm definitely going to use this one on this carrier. Now, as you guys see, this thing is definitely something to think about and plan ahead all of your tactics, because, you know, it is a behemoth of a ship, and you kind of need to plan out where you want to be and where you're going to go. Here we go in 3. Hey, wait. Why did it not? Hey, my hull is almost gone. Wait a minute, it disabled for some reason. Where is the next enemy? Over here. Do I need to be in a certain area or something like that? No. 2 foe. Process by dealing plasma foe when hold to detonate. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and active. Oh, snap! Look at that. Oh my god, that is so much damage. Okay, let's get our shields, heal, and a little bit of hull healing. Foes within 5 kilometers. I believe I did that, but now, as you guys can see, this is definitely like the Death Star in Star Wars. It is not turning at all. But it is gaining hull healing like crazy. Let me target a couple of on the front. And continue. Now we do have these inspirational leaders. Sure, bridge officer have been reset in their abilities. I actually want to have that one within 5 kilometers. Here we go again. Oh, it does have a couple of visuals, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like... Okay. I am really enjoying the way that this thing is actually working out, to be honest. I love the new plasma animation. Look at that. The beam, the weapon animation. I mean, look at that. It's not the traditional weapon fire, but it is the like Borg tractor beam, or at least the visuals of it. I really enjoy that. And my hull and shields are definitely okay, because this thing is regenerating itself like crazy. Let's take on the little ones. Another big one. Okay, so you guys have seen, I believe, enough of this thing to go away. Yes, good. Alright, let's move a little bit away from combat so you guys can get my final thoughts. So, what is this particular ship good for? DPS, definitely. Survivability, definitely, with these new weapons is, you know, is not a piece of cake. It is a little bit something that you need to, or at least if you don't want to die, you kind of need to take a closer look at them and, like, you know, upgrade them maybe all the way to 15 is, I believe, yeah, 15 is the current one, all the way to epic. But I'm kind of liking the way it is right now. It is definitely a juggernaut. It is surviving. It is surviving an onslaught, and especially the high-end DPSers are going to have fun with this thing. Definitely going to have fun with this thing. It is a beast. It is a beast. Is it worth 700 million? For me personally, yes. For you, if you don't have about $1 billion or something like that laying around, because you kind of need to have the gear as well, and then you need to upgrade it, and you need the consoles with it, even though I'm enhancing disruptor, and this thing is doing, you know, plasma-based damage. You kind of need to have all of the components working together like a Borg ship should. So with that being said, make sure you have enough money to actually equip this thing with the right resources. Console-wise, gear-wise, and also, you know, the right, like deflector dishes, impulse engines, and all of that. Stay tuned for the channel, because I'm definitely going to do the visual review on this behemoth of a ship, the Juggernaut. What's the official name? The Liberated Borg Juggernaut. That's the official name of this thing. Very good, very good. So with that being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. I would love to see you guys on the next video. Later.